I would like to introduce. I would like to. I would like to introduce.
Welcome to Introducing, where we showcase performers in search of exposure and give amateurs a place to shine. I'm your host, Cochran Diesel, and today we are introducing
Axel Mack.
Axel Mack. Why did you choose that name?
I like the name Axel. I don't know why, but it just seemed like there was a little bit of masculinity in there, you know, just enough. And then Mac, it's a nickname. Yeah,
Okay.
Because of my middle name.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How did you end up here with us today?
How? As in, how did I get here?
Like the whole process. How did we meet? How did we?
We met through what I believe was sexyjobs.com. Gave you a call, shot you a text, and we ended up meeting. It was very comfortable speaking with you. It was professional. You know, there was no pressure to do anything that I wasn't comfortable with. So I figured, you know, that being said, and it being a comfortable environment to start off, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. May I ask your age?
I'm 28 years old.
28. All right. And where do you call home, state and city?
Los Angeles, California.
All right. City of Angels.
Yeah, born and raised.
So we know when to celebrate.
Yes.
When is your birthday?
December 17th.
December 17th.
Yes.
Wow.
The week before Christmas, kind of,
So,
you know.
how was that, like, growing up? Did you ever have to make that choice between your birthday and Christmas?
Yeah, every once in a while. I was an only child, so it wasn't the worst when it came to my parents. As far as extended family and friends, it was like, hey, you know, let's group them together. And I'm thinking, you know, kids get birthday in July and Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I got them bundled. You know, at the same time, you know, I got what I wanted, but it was a lot of it was just kind of fused together. And I was like, oh, so we're just doing a joint gift this year. Okay, I see how it is. I see where I stand in life. In your life.
Cool. I always felt for December babies.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many adult titles do you have for sale or stream?
None at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
And what websites or studios have you done figure modeling for?
I haven't done any professionally. I've worked with a couple friends, but nothing really set up and made for viewing as much. Yeah.
Have you created any content for any sites or production companies?
Yes, but didn't end up starting the work with them. Again, comfort was important for me, so I have some work done.
All right, all right. Have you ever done live chat or cam modeling?
Yes, I have. I don't remember the site, but I have. It was a lot of fun, you know.
Why'd you stop?
Why did I stop? I think temporarily I was looking for a job that wouldn't allow me to be on the internet doing that stuff.
Okay.
So I had to put it on pause, and then that's kind of why I came back to you.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, that makes sense. Would you consider being an exotic dancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know. I mean, honestly, for me, being a man, I would go to WeHo and, like, you know, be a go-go dancer.
Right.
But also being a trans man, you know, I don't have a dick. So in a lot of those situations, men wear packers. But there's also a lot of gay men who are into trans guys.
Right.
So I've actually been thinking about it. I'm like, you know what, I could do dancing or any sort of, you know, stuff with a lot of gay men because they're into that as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. Would you consider being an escort?
At this point in time, probably not. Maybe if I was younger.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, been there, done that, but I don't think I'd do it again.
Oh, so you.
I've done it, but not with a company.
Okay.
If I'm being upfront. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you? Okay. Well, have you ever had sex for any amount of money?
Yes.
Yes. Why did you stop?
I think it was around the same time with job stuff. You know, I started working a regular schedule.
Okay.
Didn't really have time. I was tired after the day, you know, putting in those numbers. I was ready to go to bed. I didn't have time. You know, and by the weekend when that came, I wanted to hang out with people, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it also just safety concerns again. Like, it was a little sketchy doing it on my own, you know,
Yeah,
people.
it
So
can
I
be.
was saying, you know, I either got to sign up with somebody or find another way to get myself out there like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. A lot of sense. Beyond the skills we'll see today, do you have any other skills?
Yeah, I play a lot of sports. I grew
Yeah.
up playing baseball. Even as a little girl, a little tomboy, I grew up playing baseball with boys, kicked all the ass. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played in a while. I love the beach. I surf, I boogie board. I've done sailing before. I kind of know a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm like sure that I'm good at is baseball, and then I'm confident about my sex. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any degrees or certificates?
The moment I have a certificate for STD and HIV testing, and then I also hold a title in a couple LGBT competitions and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do you want any degrees or certificates?
Yes, absolutely.
What?
I'm looking into getting my barber's certificate. I
Okay.
want to, in the end game for me, I want to be a psychologist. I love the idea of dissecting the mind and really figuring out, but also helping people,
Right.
letting them know that like it's okay to not be okay, help them get through that, or doing the best I can. At the same time though, that's a long time of school and it's a lot of money. So I figure like barbering is kind of the junior version of that. You know, everybody talks to their barber, whether it's good, bad, gossip, whatever.
This is true.
A lot of people talk to their barber.
This is
So I'm
true.
thinking I'll do some little, low-key therapy while they're getting a fade, and then eventually work my way into actually being able to be a therapist. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, right?
And a lot of people don't get a chance to hear that it's okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
And
It's yeah.
yeah, I think that's something that people need to hear.
Yeah, that and men's mental health. Men have feelings too, man. You know what I mean? Like, and it's so stigmatized that like we can't feel because we're men and we have to be masculine and machismo. And I literally had my girlfriend say, "You are the manliest man I know because you're willing to admit you have feelings."
And you know what? I was just talking about that at work
Yeah.
with a female
Yeah.
who told me that guys don't have feelings.
Yeah.
And then she looked at me funny when I said, "You know that just hurt my feelings."
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
"What?" I said, "No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
That really just hurt my feelings to hear you say that I don't have feelings."
Yeah. Just because the whole world might not express or portray that, there is
Exactly.
still a group of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That are willing to admit it and hopefully can inspire other people.
To admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you could do one thing to make money for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's a tough one, man. There's a lot of things, Well, I'll narrow it down to two. I love photography. I
Okay.
really do. And it's a passion of mine, but I shoot black and white film, which a lot of the time, the production of actually printing it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Even going to Sammy's camera and, having them develop it or whatever is expensive. So, if I could do that and make money off of it for the rest of my life, I would. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. You only do black and white?
I prefer black and white. To me,
Okay.
there's something, the way I do film, or the reason I do film instead of digital, is there's something kind of concrete and romantic about it. With digital, you can take the ugliest photo in the world and make it look beautiful.
Photoshop it to
Yep,
death.
exactly.
Yes, you can.
But with film photography, what you take has to be what you want to see. You can mess with lighting a little bit and some movement, but the art that you're taking the photo of is your art, is your view. It's not
Yeah.
edited too much, and I think there's something really cool about that.
Okay. What do you think you will be known for in this industry?
Ooh. I mean, I see trans guys out there, but I don't know. They're all tatted. A lot of them are emo kids, but a lot of the trans guys out there are fit. Are these dudes with abs? Like it's an improper perception of it. Like there's trans guys with all sorts of body types.
Right.
So why not be able to show the natural aspect of that? Like
I mean-
I don't have to go to the gym to be a trans guy.
Exactly.
Again, like I'm open-minded. It's not
Okay.
it's not just sex. It's like there's places we can go with that. There's things we can do with that. Like I would like to be known as somebody who did things that not everybody else did. Yeah.
Okay.
Whether I know what those are now or not,
Or not.
I would like to explore more into things that other trans guys haven't gotten into.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said, because I have not really seen a lot of trans guys
Yeah.
in the adult industry.
It's kind of again like it's something you have to specifically search.
Like search, okay.
Yeah, and there's not that many videos, or at least full videos that you can see like on other like porn sites
Yeah.
that you don't have to pay for the whole video.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of them it's like 5-10 minute clips, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna finish that fast on 5-10 minutes. And then you spend the time searching for the new one, and then it's all over, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is how it happens. What age did you first have sex?
What do we consider sex here? Because that's the thing. I mean, I fooled around with people probably starting at age 14, 15.
Okay. When I
know.
say sex, I mean penetration.
17 with my girlfriend.
Okay.
And then 18 for the first time with a guy.
Okay.
And then, speckled all over the place. But 17 and 18. I bloomed late. I was raised very Catholic. And that wasn't the reason. It's just my mother sheltered me for very long.
Okay.
So when I was 15, my parents split up. I got to go to my dad's house, drink, do whatever, smoke. And when I went back home to my mom's, it was like strict rules. Bedtime texts, call me when you get to your friend's house type of shit. And so I was very sheltered, and through living with my dad and stepmom, I was able to kind of explore with that because my dad, he did whatever he wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But actual full-on penetration, not till 17 and 18.
All right.
Yeah.
And you said that was with a girl?
The first time, like, if we're talking about, like, penis or penis-related things, dildos, then yes, it would be 17 and 18.
Okay.
I'd been fingered before, probably starting at 15. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is, I've only known maybe 2 people to have an exact answer to this question.
All right.
I don't expect you, just give me a round figure. How many people have you had sex with?
Ooh.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so I can give you a round number, definitely. Some of them I don't remember names. I do remember every encounter, though, I can tell you that. And again, being a late bloomer, I did make up for lost time. 10 years, we made up for some lost time. I would say it's in at least the 30s.
Okay.
Minimum.
That's not even
Yeah,
bad.
it's not terrible.
No, it's
and
not.
the thing is even, and a couple of those were, 2-3 year long relationships.
Okay.
But at the same time, they're like, why not? Enjoy yourself. I haven't contracted anything. I've been safe about sex. Like,
that is actually a reasonable number.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah,
Because I've
but-
heard some numbers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I say 30 at the low bar. It could be 40 plus. I don't know, but I'm saying at least 30.
Okay.
I think another thing that's interesting is, and I think one of the reasons I might say at 30, and instead of maybe 40 or up, is there's this perception that females or anybody with a pussy, vagina, if you have sex a lot, that you're a slut. But when guys do, it's like, fuck yes,
he's a
you
stud,
did all this stuff.
he's a Mac,
So but I will admit, like, yes, 30 plus, it's been guys and girls.
Right.
I've had fun, I've done stuff with it, Why not enjoy it while I can, Before everything stops working, I'm gonna have fun.
All right. What parts of sex do you enjoy the most?
2 parts. First off, coming, of course. It's usually very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Being trans, my clit is bigger, and so that's where I get the most stimulation. I can every once in a while come with just penetration,
Okay.
but it's better with the 2. So that, and then also I really enjoy foreplay.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of fun. Like with women, I get off by getting them off. Even with guys too, hearing them moan, like having fun. Like I'm not necessarily a selfish lover per se, but if I'm gonna fuck you and spend time, making foreplay, you better fuck me back. You know what I mean? I don't expect that, but it's like, come on, return the favor. Like I like to get fucked too.
Right.
There's also that idea that butch lesbians or trans guys don't want to get fucked or aren't comfortable. I think I have more power because I have a pussy. As a trans, like that in general, that organ has a lot of power to it. So I'm like, screw it, like, why not? But
it has started wars.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Another one of my favorites. What do you want to get out of your time in this industry?
New ideas, new kinks,
Okay.
money, of course.
Right.
I don't know, I like exploring. I like finding new things that I may like or may not.
Okay.
If there's something I don't like, then I'll know I don't like it. But again, I enjoy sex. I'm able to discern like sex between work and home,
Right.
which again is part of it. I don't know how long term it's going to be, but I at least want to give it a shot. I try everything.
Okay.
How do you know if you don't like something if you don't try it? So, yeah.
Yes, it's a lesson my mother taught me a long time ago.
Good mama then.
All right, we have reached the last question. This is my favorite question of all of the questions. You've probably heard it before. And I put it on here because I like the way it makes people sometimes uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be industry related. It's the general question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Getting some sort of education.
Okay.
You know, if this is going to be my way to pay through it or not, that's, you know, only time will tell. On an education, I'll be going into my 30s, so I'd like to have a solid, you know, partner, whoever they may be.
Okay.
And I want my own spot. Like, I have a roommate right now, but I want to be able to pay for my spot.
Yeah.
You know, my own place. If I want to have people, I can have people. Or if I want silence, if I want to have loud sex, if I want to blast music, I don't want to have to think about somebody else in my house. So I would definitely say some sort of degree, even if it's like an associate's degree, my own spot, and what else did I say?
That was...
Oh, hella tatted. I'm getting my neck done.
Yeah?
I want to be covered. Yeah. Hopefully in 5 years I'll have a lot more, but yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah. I have a lot on my chest, my back, my legs have them. Yeah.
Okay.
I spread it out. I got to get some everywhere. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for giving us a chance to get to know you.
Absolutely.
Until next time, we have an amateur to present. I'm your host, Cochran Diesel. Thank you for watching Amateur Starz. All right.
I would like to. I would like to introduce.